I am really interested in how would you approach this, right? So I kind of know the local intent, and it's huge, right? So it would definitely need to be a localized ad. But I'm curious, when you think of an offer for something like this, where's your mind at?
So something like that, I think what you said, yeah, Google search is going to be really good for it. Doing retargeting is going to be really good for it. If I was trying to make it work on Facebook, uh, I would be brainstorming, okay, the type of people that I want, they know they need a kitchen remodeler. So they're already aware of like solutions. And then I would start thinking, okay, cool. What would differentiate them working with us versus somebody else? My brain will start thinking, are they faster? Will they be able to get your kitchen done quicker? Are they cheaper? Is it going to cost less? Do they have incentives involved? I don't know. Like that's where my brain will go. Like so that's one side, and I'll also be thinking in the process of somebody getting quotes and getting somebody to come in. Like, what are some of the pain points? Is it it's hard to get a fast quote? Like, is it like the professionalism? Like can I, or in the kitchen and bath remodeling, can I get a free maybe design mock-up of how my home would look? Like, I'm thinking, okay, in the process, how can I get this to stand out? So somebody that is in the market for wanting to remodel their kitchen and their bath, what would be something that's incentivizing to them? That's one idea. Another idea might be not even sending them to a page like this. It might be sending them to maybe on Facebook, something like 3 mistakes you must avoid before hiring a kitchen and bath remodeler. And you give them a little bit of value, and then at the end, it's like if you're in the market, or if you're interested in getting your bath or home remodeled, click here, get an instant quote. So that way, at the top of funnel, you're bringing in more people that you know are interested in getting some type of remodeling done, and then you have a soft call to action where you can then promote to them. And that way, if you ask for their name, email, phone number, you can promote to them through your email list. You could have somebody on their team call the people and be like, hey, thanks so much for downloading our report. Like, what made you want to download it? And then now you have people that potentially are in the market for that. And it feels less salesy. So that's another, I did that in the solar space. I ran the report, which is pretty much that, like 3 mistakes to avoid before installing solar. And we got people on the phone that were interested in buying solar, and it was just more of a trust-based deal because everybody's promising the same things, right? So that's another idea. So there's like different ways to approach it. And where something like this is like, my brain will be thinking, okay, how can I get them to click? And then how can I make this different? How can I make this enticing? Like in Hermosi, in his book, it's like, can I have some type of guarantee? Is it like hey, we will get your kitchen and bath remodeled exactly how you want it, or we'll give you a full refund, or we'll get you whatever extra supplies until you're happy. Like, that's where my brain would go. And can I add some type of guarantee? Can I promise this in less time? Can I add some type of incentive or bonus, whether it's some type of coupon or free tiling or something? What problems do people face when they're trying to work with a kitchen and bath remodeler? How can we eliminate that? How can we, again, differentiate? So that's one side on the ad side. Or if you don't want to do any discounts or stuff, then yeah, it might be more of a free lead magnet type of approach, where it's you give them information and then you have more leads that just need to be warmed up a little bit and get some trust built. That's another thing as well. So there's different things you can do 100%. You can even like send people to a video. You might not even have to do a report, where it's like the guy, the owner of this, he could basically do a video of like, hey, what's up? I'm the owner of KHB Construction. When people come to work with us, there's a lot of things, a lot of questions they might have, and you might have questions as well. So this video is going to show you exactly what you need to know before working with a kitchen and bath remodeler. And that way, now in that video, he's positioning himself as an authority, which people want. They want to work with somebody that's knowledgeable. It's kind of what Alan talks about,
Yeah.
which is like the demonstrable value. So he's giving them expertise. And then now by him saying, here are the mistakes to avoid, it creates this almost like psychology where now people are like, oh fuck, if he knows these are the mistakes, then his company must be better. They must not make those mistakes. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
then so then at the end of that video, he can be like, here are the 3 things to avoid. If you're interested in getting a kitchen bathroom modeler, my team does free instant quotes. We'll come inside your home completely free and consult you on how you can get the dream kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Or the dream bathroom. And you sell them on the vision of it's going to look beautiful. Your neighbors are going to be jealous, or your friends and family are going to be jealous when they walk inside your home. And yeah, so that's another idea. So if it was me, I would probably, I'm leaning towards, if you want to get them the most leads possible, probably some type of lead magnet. And it'll
Hmm.
probably be like a video where the owner makes it like he's the one talking, he makes it super personable. And then he has a soft call to action at the end to get people to get a quote. And that should get you like $10 leads easy. And then if they have a sales team, they can just call everybody and book those people in. It's an extra step because it's a little bit less intent, and the people are a little bit colder, but it'll get you more leads in the long run.
Hmm.
So that's another approach. So
Basically
what do you
leads and warm them up over the phone, and I mean create some trust, right? Create a little bit of warming up through the video, and then basically try to continue, like, build on that already built authority and rapport, right?
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
now, man, with the recession and all that, I feel like getting something like this done is a luxury. And I
Hmm.
think people are gonna be more skeptical and hesitant to spend a lot of money. Um, I would need to do research on this market and see, do people get scammed by remodelers? Do remodelers overprice? Is that another thing as well? Like for example, like I
Well,
have a client who's a plumber, and one of the things I didn't know is that plumbers overcharge. I didn't know that. And a lot of people complained about that, like, oh, these people are scammers. They came in to fix something simple and they charged me $1,000. You know what I mean? So there's like there could be pessimism where they're like, I don't trust none of you guys. So we might need to build more trust and authority. You know what I mean? Like it depends on the market,
yeah,
and haven't done research to know what other people's experiences with remodelers, to know where you can come in and just be the opposite.
I can kind of tell you some of those, right? So they are definitely on the opposite spectrum of those. So that's why they have the higher prices, right? Because they actually do what they said that they were going to do. No slimy change orders, right? So what other contractors do, like they lowball you, and then like, but we have to change this and we have to change that, and that's gonna add another 10K and that another 10K, and then you're suddenly like almost twice with the quote where you initially were once the project actually starts. So there are some of these things that other contractors do, and like the biggest thing that I've seen is that like most contractors do really, really shitty jobs. So they
Mhm.
do really, really bad work, and they don't take ownership, they don't fix it, and any of that stuff. So
So
go ahead.
sorry. So you just gave me a ton of ideas. So there's 2 ideas I have from that. So the second part about them doing really shitty jobs and then like just charging, you could brainstorm some type of guarantee to where you know how people will say, hey, like we'll get you this result or we'll work for free. You could do something like that where you could figure out the conditions on it so that your client doesn't get screwed. But like that could alleviate some of people's concerns.
Once you have
Another idea,
the quote is solid.
exactly. Like, and then another idea is like you could do a quiz. So I know Patrick's been talking a lot about quizzes,
Yeah.
and then you could do like the build your dream kitchen quiz, where then you
Hmm.
ask them, hey, what's your budget? They put in their budget. Cool. What type of what's the word? A tile or whatever it is. Do you want marble? Do you want
Yeah.
onyx? And you put it down. and then
Countertops, flooring,
yeah,
lighting,
what type of countertop do you want? What flooring do you want? Do you know the square footage of
backslash. Yeah.
your kitchen? And now they're building their dream kitchen, and then at the end it's like you could use something like Leads Hook, which lets you build calculations. And at the end it could be like, hey, based off everything you want, here's how much it could cost you to get your dream kitchen done. Um, and then you could have it where if you're interested in getting a free quote where my team comes in and then we analyze your entire kitchen, analyze your entire bath, and we will tell you exactly how much it will cost right now for you to get the dream home you just told us you wanted. Put your name, email, phone number here, and blah, blah, blah. So that's another idea. You could get a ton of leads doing that. People feel like they're involved. They're like building their dream home and all that. And I think that could work. That's probably easier to set up. And your client's probably gonna be happier because he doesn't have to do a video. So that's another
They're
idea.
actually very comfortable with video as well. So
Yeah,
I would probably just roll out all of these and see. So for a budget, I mean, you've seen the clicks. It's not that expensive. Do you see like a quiz funnel or something like this being way more when it comes to expenses, or kind of how much should they expect to spend on? Is it like $500, $1,000? How much should they put in one of these campaigns? Because these are like, obviously per click is like 35 cents or 52 cents is like cheapo. But you know, my question.
Yeah, and I have 1 minute. I have a call.
Yeah.
And it's hard to know because I never ran ads in this market. It's hard to know, man. It's hard to know. I would on Google, how much is it costing you?
Well, right now it's like before the AI is learning, it's around $300 per lead, and then it should go down to around $150 per lead.
So I would probably aim for that. I think you could get it on Facebook. Probably, I was thinking 100, 150, probably 250 max. For like a call. For a lead on a quiz, I think it should be much cheaper though than that.
Okay.
Much cheaper. But for a call, it might cost anywhere up to like 250 for a call, depending.